Your relationship is nothing but a mirror at the end of the day, man. Like, it's gonna show you who you really are, not who you say you are, not what sounds good, right? It's a lot of people walking around here saying, All
right, guys, before we get into the video, if you want more exclusive content from me, definitely make sure y'all link it with my Patreon. That link is in the description. I'll do free video responses to your questions. So if you want any of that, make sure y'all go link into the Patreon. I like that Trill is saying this so far because relationship, anything is really gonna show you who you are. No matter if you think you one way or you think you this or you think you that, the fact of the matter is your real standards for yourself is going to show in the people you decide to deal with. Because you hear a lot of times, man, especially in your families, you be like, man, why did this person get with this person? They deserve better. But that person doesn't feel like they deserve better. At the end of the day, this is why I always talk about working on yourself. Because when you have standards for yourself, naturally, you're gonna want those same things out of the person that you deal with. And again, like I said, in this generation, in this society, we're so quick. This is like the microwave society. So we're so quick to get into situations because, man, this might be the person. I don't want to be alone. You know what I'm saying? Like all these different things, we move so fast and we don't even really know a person. We moving in after 2 weeks. We're doing this after 4 days. Like we're quick to move, but yet we don't know the person and we're not vetting the person. Before you even get into a relationship with somebody, you should already have vetted them out. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be able to see people in their downtime, see them in their up times. What are they like? Is this woman feminine? Is she, she cool with her family? What are her values like? You know what I'm saying? What are her morals like? Does she have a healthy group of friends? These things are very important to see because over time in a relationship, if you didn't vet these things, it's going to show you that you lack the standards and the discipline that you thought you had.
Disciplined or saying, I'm committed or saying that I'm selfless and saying that, hey, man, I start what I finish and all of these things. Like how that person behaves in that relationship, that's who they really are, right? You can't hide it. Like it is a big mirror. It's gonna put a magnifying glass on every single flaw you have. Your lack of conflict resolution, your lack of communication skills, your self-esteem. And the fact is that a lot of people don't like what they see in that mirror. So they feel like, okay, I can go to another relationship in hopes that I see something different.
And also too, man, this is why I don't recommend getting into relationships if you're not even sure about who you are, if you have no direction in your life. I'm saying, so these things, this is why you constantly need to be working on yourself, need to be working on how you see yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's a book called, I think it's called Cybernetics. Can't remember by who, but it's a book on self-image. It's very important how you see yourself because you may think you're one way, but how you see yourself late at night when you by yourself in the bed or when you look in the mirror, that's how you really are. That's what you're going to attract. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't really have standards in your life, you're going to attract a lot of toxic people into your life. And there's a reason why I push the whole vetting people, because at the end of the day, the person that you have around you that you're spending your time with, whether it's friends or romantic, whatever it is, you want them to be a mirror of you. You want it to be somebody that is high quality, that knows what they want. You know what I'm saying? That's not playing no games, that's loyal. You know what I'm saying? The same qualities that you possess, you want in somebody else. But again, when you're coming from a mindset of, man, this may be the last person I get, or she got something fat back there, or man, this the best looking chick I done ever had. When you're going off all that superficial stuff, then that's when the issues are gonna come about. You're overlooking all these other things that are red flags because you're looking at this one thing that you think is a green flag. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be very careful. Again, this is where the abundance mindset comes into play. Because when you have an abundance mindset, it doesn't matter about how good she looks or what she got going on, or none of that matters. It's about, does this person meet my non-negotiables? You know what I'm saying? Does this person meet my standards? Because if not, I'm folding to my standards. You know what I'm saying? I'm folding to my standards because what's going to happen is these problems are going to start to arise once y'all go later down the road.
Blaming each partner as they go along, but fact is you won't see anything different until you do the work on yourself to fix these flaws that relationship shows you that you have.
And I agree because also too, You don't want a woman that hasn't worked on herself as well, who hasn't dealt with her trauma, who hasn't dealt with her issues. If she's still talking about her ex and how her ex did her wrong, if she's still jaded, you don't want nobody bringing baggage from a previous situation when dealing with you. Or anybody that thinks, oh, all men ain't this. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that has these generalization mindsets where they believe everything is one way or they're messed up from a previous situation, you shouldn't be dealing with them. I don't care how good they look. You know what I'm saying? So again, this all goes back to vetting and also working on yourself. What are you doing to improve the way you think? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing to improve your mindset? You need to be working on everything. Your fashion, the way you look, your hygiene, the way you think, having more hobbies, reading, all of that. You can do all of it at one time. And also too, what most people fail to realize is when you are not with your partner or whoever you're dealing with, they're a representation of you. You know what I'm saying? They're a representation of you. So this is why it's important to vet, because you don't want to be out here and your person got you looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is why vetting is important. But again, in this society that we live in, because we get on Instagram and we see couple goals, or we see our best friend in a marriage, or we see this person, so we want the relationship. So when we meet somebody, we pushing the pace instead of slowing down the pace. Because when you slow down the pace, you're able to see everything, versus when you go dive head in, you can't really see nothing because you're going in head first. You know what I'm saying? This is why I preach pace. You have to pace yourself. Because I also want y'all to think about this, right? If you've put the work in as a man to become better, and the thing is, the grind never stops, right? If you have put the work in and you're continuously improving yourself and you're getting better, you got standards for yourself, you got your finances right, you're doing your thing, you're constantly elevating, you're constantly learning new information, why would you want a woman who only brings looks to the table? Why would you want a woman who looks good, but she's hella toxic? You know what I'm saying? So you got to think, you want somebody that can compliment you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times as a man, because our little head is taking control over our big head, we fail to realize that we can't get past the looks. That's women and men. We can't. And when I say can't get past the looks, what I mean is superficial things. So that can be money, that can be looks, that can be cars, that can be cribs, it can be anything. But when you can't get past the looks, that is an issue, because if you put the work in to improve yourself and improve the way you think, you're not jaded, you know what I'm saying? You take people for who they are, you deserve somebody who's on the same wave. But here's the thing, if you truly haven't put in the work, then you're going to accept somebody who just has the looks, because you don't feel worthy enough to go past that. Oh, this is my last chance. This is the last supper. If I don't lock this person down, I'll be alone forever. That's the mindset a lot of people have. So when you get into that mindset of, oh, this is the last person, it'll never be nobody else, you're going to do everything in your power to chase that. And guess what? That thing, that person, just gonna run away. You know, so over here on this channel, I don't even want us getting into relationships to even have these issues of realizing like, dang, man, I didn't even pick the right person, or I'm messed up. We should be doing the work now and continuing to learn ourselves and continuing to vet women so that we don't pick the wrong one. But again, in this society, every 9 out of 10 people are in a rush. We in a rush to, what you in a rush to? You know what I'm saying? What you in a rush to? We're all such in a rush to lock this person down. But we should be doing the opposite. We all should be doing the opposite. So when you have that mindset of vetting somebody out, making sure, man, let me make sure this is the right person for me. You know what I'm saying? Very important, because people can definitely hide who they are for a year. People can hide who they are. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important to see people in multiple seasons. Let me see you in 2 falls. Let me see you in 2 winters. Let me see you in 2 summers. Because by then, I'll really know who you are. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel. As always, guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gone.